Hello, welcome to Weird Game I Found, a series where I cover weird and niche games that I find to be interesting. And today, for the first episode in this series, I'm gonna be looking at a game called Little Witch in the Woods, a wholesome and lighthearted game about, well, a little witch in the woods. Okay, first of all, this game art style and art direction is incredible. The character design and the environment are very charming. The overall environment feels very alive and mysterious, which helps with the whole vibe of the game. And the camera work in this game is also very well done. Not only does it provide some gorgeous eye candy, it also does a very good job of hinting the player towards a certain mechanic or point of interest. You can tell that there's a lot of care put into the overall look of the game. Fortunately, that care also carries over to the gameplay as well. Now the core gameplay loop is very simple. You go explore, do some quests to open up new areas, collect materials, and you brew potions. It's nothing that complicated, but I think they've done a very good job of fleshing it out. The level design is very well done. There are a lot of variety in places, and there are multiple areas that are inaccessible at first, but you can get to it later using a mechanic that you unlock during the game. I think this is very cool because it encourages you to engage with the mechanic of the game. Not only that, but it also ties neatly into the story, with Ellie getting better and helping out the village. Speaking of which, the story. You play as Ellie, an apprentice witch, which was supposed to go to highlighting a university of sort, before the train got blocked and she got sidetracked and wandered into a village. After discovering the village was taken over by the vine, she decided to stay and help them recover. It's a very neat and wholesome story. Every character feels alive and feels like they are their own person. And I think it's neat to see how they change during the course of the game. Now, the game's not perfect. There are some things I have issues with. The first of which is that there are some quests that just requires you to wait around and then don't do anything. Now I get that this makes sense story-wise, and it also is an opportunity for you to engage with the other side quests. But the thing is, there's not much to do outside of those things, especially in the early game, since you haven't unlocked all the mechanics. So you ended up just doing a whole lot of waiting. And also, I know this is very nitpicky, but the font. Come on. This just looks like some default font that they slapped on, and it clashes a lot with the art style. Especially in your bestiary, this little sleek, round font just doesn't match well with the pixelated art style that they got going on here. Anyways, despite these issues, I think this is still a very good game. If you're looking for a casual and light-hearted experience, I highly recommend Little Witch in the Woods. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. I am still new at this whole YouTube thing, so any advice would be appreciated. And with that, I am out.